What is social psychology? Social psychology is a scientific discipline that examines how our environments influence us, paying particular attention to our perceptions and interactions with others. More specifically, it is the empirical investigation of how individuals think about, influence, and relate to each other. Social psychology occupies an intriguing position at the intersection of psychology and sociology. While sociology focuses on the behavior of groups and societies, social psychology zeroes in on individuals and employs experimental methods more extensively. In contrast to personality psychology, which delves into individual differences, social psychology is more concerned with the ways people, in general, perceive and impact each other. As a field of study, social psychology is relatively young. The earliest experiments in social psychology were conducted slightly over a century ago, in 1898, and the first textbooks on the subject appeared around 1900. It wasn't until the 1930s that social psychology began to take on its modern form, and it wasn't until after World War II that it blossomed into the dynamic field it is today. Social psychology seeks to understand our thoughts, influences, and relationships by exploring questions that have long captivated human curiosity. For example, how much of our social world is perceived? Our social behavior is influenced not just by the actual situation but also by how we interpret it. Our social beliefs can become self-fulfilling prophecies. For instance, happily married individuals might attribute a spouse's sharp comment, "Can't you ever put that where it belongs to external factors? He must have had a tough day." On the other hand, unhappily married individuals might see the same comment as indicative of a mean-spirited nature. "He's so hostile," and might retaliate. This expectation of hostility can lead to resentful behavior, which then elicits the expected hostility. Would people commit atrocities if ordered? How did the horrific events of Nazi Germany, involving the genocide of 6 million Jews, come to pass? These acts were, in part, carried out because numerous individuals obeyed orders. People loaded prisoners onto trains, herded them into gas chambers, and killed them. Stanley Milgram questioned whether ordinary people could commit such atrocities. In a famous experiment, he had participants administer increasing levels of electric shocks to a learner struggling to remember word pairs. Astonishingly, nearly 2/3 of the participants complied fully, as detailed in Chapter 6. To help or to help oneself. An incident in Columbus, Ohio, where $2 million spilled out of an armored truck revealed interesting insights into human behavior. While some individuals stopped to return $100,000, most of the money, $1,900,000, was taken by passers-by. Similar incidents in San Francisco and Toronto yielded comparable results, where most people grabbed the money for themselves. These incidents raise questions about what situations prompt people to act helpfully or selfishly, and whether certain cultural contexts, like small towns, foster greater helpfulness. A unifying theme in these questions is the exploration of how individuals perceive and affect one another. This is the essence of social psychology. Social psychologists delve into a wide range of human experiences, including attitudes, beliefs, conformity, independence, love, and hate.